what are we looking at? I know you saw the title and the thumbnail. It is the Pitboss 2 by Andrew DeVillers, ADV. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I really liked having this knife in. I didn't do a lot of cutting with it because it is gorgeous, and I didn't want to do anything to it. But before we get into all of that, you know what time it is. Turn down the volume because here comes a little bit of music. Mike here. Just wanted to throw it out there so that future Mike always forgets. If you haven't checked out the merch store, there's a lot of stuff in there. I got sweatshirts, I got t-shirts, I got coffee cups. There's a link in the description. If you want to support the channel, all the sales go to the merch store and providing the stuff, but then it also, I get a portion of the take of it. So like I said, merch store, sweatshirts, t-shirts, coffee cups, they're all really nice. Now, back to future Mike so he can tell you about a knife. Guys, before we get into it, this is Zebra Corner, and it's Mac. So these guys do, I'm trying to get out of the way so you can see them at least. These guys do complete redos of commercials. They're like if advertising was real. They do Chevy commercials, they do Burger King commercials. So what they do is they basically just take the entire commercial, re-edit it with Mac in it, and it's hilarious. So, go give them a like. Like I said, I can't afford to give them any money, but I can give them some subscribers and some looks and some views. So guys, this came in from Beardo the Weirdo, one of the paying members, and this knife is awesome. And we get into something here a little bit. I was really, really surprised about two particular things about this knife. So I really wasn't expecting these two items to be as low as they were. So yeah. Let's go ahead and flip this around and take a look at this beast of a knife that really, for what you're getting, probably isn't going to hurt your wallet near as badly as you think it will. So let's meet up down the counter and take a good look at it. Guys, I'm so glad you cannot see the mess that is my workbench right now. It looks like a bomb went off in here. All right, so this is the ADV Pitboss 2. Now, I never saw the Pitboss 1, but I can tell you that everything about this knife is just gorgeous. Even in hand. Pocket clip's a little tall, but I mean, it's an ADV. So of all the things that could be bad about this, it's very minimal. A lot of ADVs are really, really hot spotty. They've got a lot of jimping that I don't like and have actually modified knives to get rid of it. But this one does not have any of that. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. So what are we looking at? We are looking at a beautiful knife done by ADV with a 4.375 inch blade that's done in drop point S35 VN with a compound grind, and the grind is done really well. Cutting edge on this is 4.25, 4.25 inch cutting edge on this knife, guys. It is not a dainty little girl. She is a harbor chick. So the blade thickness on this, and we're gonna go ahead and measure it. The blade thickness on this, they have listed as 0.18. Let's go ahead and get right here behind it. And yep, real close on that 0.179, 0.18. Closed length on this, the handle length is 5.5 inches. And it's done, the handle itself is done in a marble carbon fiber. Now, I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. I've got the screen brightness on this turned way down so that I can save battery because my charger's not out here. But it is done really well. It is very attractive, that marble carbon fiber, and it's all milled with this really, I've never had an ADV that came in that I wouldn't say, that I would say did not have a futuristic pattern on it. The blade and everything is milled really well with that attractive aperture in it, but it also has this partial fuller right here that I actually have been using as a flipper tab, as a flipper aperture right there. And this is a button lock on a titanium liner. So they have this listed. I don't have my scale, but I don't have my scale because I still don't have any batteries for it because I haven't been to the store and got any AAAs. But this they've got listed as 6.7 ounces, which is not heavy considering the overall length on this knife is 9.875 inches. Like, I can't even measure it on the scale on my mat. It's too big. It is 9.875 inches overall length for it to come in at 6 ounces, which is not a light knife. But to put things in perspective, this, if I remember, is 4.5 ounces. And it's not anywhere near as big. It's about the size of the handle on this knife. So, weight is not exceptionally heavy, and in hand, it is really well balanced. Pocket clip is a little tall, but all ADVs have got these big pocket clips. And if you look, there's a huge amount of tension on this pocket clip. See how it's bent like that? But this has got a roller in the pocket clip that allows us, I have had zero problems getting this in and out of pocket. There is an issue, I have to take this knife apart because I think we're going to anodize this for Beardo. There is an issue, I think the screw for the pocket clip's a little loose because this is a 1-point screw that's in here that's hidden hardware. It's drilled, it's blind screwed from underneath. And so I think it just needs tightened, but that happens a lot with those type of pocket clips. As a matter of fact, we talked about it in the first impressions on this knife. So guys, the last feature I wanted to point out on this is this button lock it's great. You can deploy it with the button lock. You can use the flipper tab. There's just about the right amount of detent for a flipper in a button lock. However, the problem is that where that button lock is, if you happen to be using this, you can accidentally bump that. And so what they've done here is this has a lock, and it's a good solid lock. It is a definite positive lock on that. There's no chance that's going to come undone. There is no blade play whatsoever in this knife. It is super, super solid. Action on it is great. Does run on bearings. I think I forgot to mention that. Does run on bearings, but just overall package, just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. And I like the fact that Beardo I didn't even pay attention to which bead I sent him when he won the last giveaway that giveaway that he won. I sent him the B and didn't even think about the fact his username was Beardo the Weirdo, and he attached this bead to this. So yeah, man, I like this knife. And like I was saying earlier, I cut with this knife a lot. I actually to the point that I had to resharpen it. So Beardo, you're gonna want to be careful. This is a fairly aggressive edge on it. It's 1,000 grit, but I finished it on an ultrafine ceramic. For as big as this knife is, and as thick as that blade stock is, this is ground so well that it cuts super, super well. Not only is it comfortable, not only is it attractive, it works really well. Right down in here, in that, let's look at that. On a thick knife like that, that is a 0.18 on blade stock thickness. Behind the edge on this, make sure that's zeroed. Behind the edge on this, you're looking at right at 0.010. 0.010 right behind the edge. So that's behind the edge thickness there you go, like 0.0125-ish maximum. And that's if I'm coming back behind it. Super, super well done. And here on this forward, we didn't look at the forward, did we? Let's go ahead and zero it. And so right up here on this forward, right behind the edge, even behind the edge on the thick part, you're still looking at 0.026. So, I mean, for such a big blade and a thick blade stock, they did a really, really good job bringing this down. Now, I don't know if this is a mid-tech or a production, or a custom, because it is kind of hard to tell the difference. ADV is, and that's not bashing on ADV. That is actually a very good compliment. Andrew DeVillers has got such high standards that when you get one of these knives, even if it's a mid-tech or even a production, it is hard to tell because he's so picky about the quality. And it definitely shows on knives like this. Like the quality on this, that lock is just solid. There is no way that you're going to deploy that by accident with that lock engaged. And then, like I said, just the overall package of how it looks, very, very well very, very well done, sir. I enjoyed having this knife here. So yeah, guys, that's all I got on this one. Really, this is great, great knife. A lot of fun to have had. I carried a lot. Like I said, I cut with it a lot. I didn't cut anything real aggressive because it's not my knife and it does have to go back to the customer. So yeah, loved having it. It was a joy. Thank you very much, Beardo. So that's about it, guys. Let's meet up at behind the camera and do some final thoughts. Like I said, guys, this is a lot of knife, and I was really, really surprised. You guys saw the weight. I mean, it's heavy, but it's not that incredibly heavy compared to the size and everything. And the other thing, here was the other point that I said I was surprised at how low it was. This knife, where I found it, there was only one place I found it, $339. Like, that is a lot of knife for $340. I mean, really a lot of knife, and high quality. I mean, it's not like you're just getting a $400 knife. There's a lot of times you get a $400 knife and you're like, there are a lot of bells and whistles. This knife is sexy, and it's well made. So yeah, guys, that's it for this one. If you like the videos, please give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Please try to tell me why. If you want to support the channel, you can always just share the videos. I appreciate that immensely. It helps with getting us pushed up the algorithm. But if you want to try and support the channel monetarily, there is a join tab below that gets you in on memberships. Memberships get, the paying members get early access to videos. They get specific content depending on tier, and they get entered into giveaways that I'm doing from now on. That's going to be the paid member giveaway stuff. So yeah, guys. If you want to support the channel other ways, there's affiliate links down below. That anything you purchase through those Amazon affiliate links, even if it's not the items that you clicked on that are listed, it does support the channel. There's a merchandise store down below. I've been starting to mention it. If I can find the funds and get the funds done, there's going to be an OEM run of a knife that a lot of people have been asking for that will be available through the merch store. It'll be other places, but it will be through the merch store where that actually supports me a little better. And the merch store is there. There's shirts and stuff there. Unfortunately, there are no coffee cups as of yet. That may change. We'll try and figure something out with that. But as always, guys, I love you all. I enjoy the fact that we're having the podcast together where we get to hang out with people. You guys seem to be enjoying it. You guys seem to be enjoying some of the newer content. I've got more paying members now than I ever thought I would ever have. I have 36 paying members. 30 of those are in the premium and baseline tiers. And that really does a lot to support the channel. It allows me to do stuff and put stuff back into the channel. So, like I said, guys, I love you all for everything that you do for me. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Keep it clean in the comments section. And I will see you in the next video.